22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Cleveland. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Wide open. Blue striker. Ready?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Greg Newsom. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That's complete. Right side. It's Bond. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. By a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The Browns had 6 and 9 to start play. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku with career touchdown number 60. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their 2nd possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready.
Right back to Genty on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Now the former Hurricane, David Martinez. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's good. Las Vegas, first down.
This is Martinez. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Smith, red, 38. Set Hutton.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted, and that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly, as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. You look at this Raiders defense. They enter this one down to the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
70 Rangers, Mustang 19.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
This will be fielded at the 17. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And able to get this out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. He's got Ayuk once again. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson has some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
Ready? Bravo 80. 70 Lions. Trap 60. Trap 60. Street. 13. Pioneer.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Check smash. Hurt. Hand the street. Bravo 80. Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. On 1st down, it's Genty. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Dante Thornton.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
45. White. Black shot. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. That'll be caught by Rice. There's a good 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Michael Mayer, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Setting up the screen for Sampson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd.
Yellow, 22. Blaster, 6. Blue, go. Go pink. Ready?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A quick throw caught by Rice. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And it's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Yellow, 43. Smash, red. Cut, cut.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Browns will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now they'll audible to something else.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Second down and inches. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Second and 5.
David Njoku. A gain of 5 brings up second and
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he's going to handle Brown's first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll swing this out to Sampson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A good position to be in here, second and inches.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 position. Warriors 70. Street. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Sampson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw again. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here's second and 3.
Down. 50. Green. Hey, blue. Red. Cycle. Drill. Green. Fuse. Yellow. Green. Jack. Set.
They'll set up to throw. That one caught by Rice. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Yellow. Blue striker. Edo blue. Black shot. Set.
They're going to look to throw. Completes this one to Thornton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Got it, ready? At the 40-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Throws to the sideline here, complete to Judy.
I thought once he got out of the pocket, he was looking further downfield. Instead, he brings his sight lines back to a shorter route, settles on his receiver running the drag left to right, and they wind up not getting a whole lot out of that one.
That's taken in by Bond. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They'll try and throw for it here. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Bosco got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Genty. On a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On the give, Genty. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Here we go. Ready?
A run out of the gun with Genty. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Down to about the 22 here. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Genty. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
You set, ready. 33, yellow, black shot. Called red. Set, cut.
He'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
On the double.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Down. Ready.
A give out of the gun to Genty. Oh, nice move. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Here we go. Set.
They'll run Martinez. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
That's another Las Vegas.
And cycle.
First and goal.
Set,
At the 7-yard line.
Set. Go.
On the give, Genty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Halted in his tracks by Keanu Benton.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got a man. That's Bond. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a handoff to Genty. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. And he continues to add on to his amazing touchdown total on the ground. That is number 25 for him on the year as he moves ever closer to the all-time record. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Open man is Bond. He's got it. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Looking to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Sampson. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dylan Sampson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's go.
A gain of 18.
Red, 38.
First down, Las Vegas.
They go play action here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. That is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
2nd and 10.
Right through. 52.
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Red, yellow. Cut.
They'll look to throw again. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's taken in. It's Isaac to Slaw. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 47 yards.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Back to throw here. They'll find Ayuk open right side. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Ready, break.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Hey, go Fury.
And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4 now.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready. Red, 38. Set.
They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Ready.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. As a final stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here.
10 black.
It's a gain of 10.
Ready, ready.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know